And we're back, still on my Whistler vacation weekend. Getting out and riding quite a bit, despite my healing elbow being a little stiff after the bike park. But today I am on a solo mission, climbing up the comfortably numb zone, and I'm riding a trail called Bring on the Weekend. The trails out here, both uphill and downhill, are just like so bumpy. Such a difference from our trails in Bellingham. Then you got a little bit of elevation, burning the lungs. So beautiful up here though. And the trail infrastructure on this climb has just been so spectacular. Yeah, right now I'm just in this like mossy valley between two rock faces. I'm really happy this climb was in the shade, but it was very hot still. I rode that dark crystal yesterday and that climb was like a pressure cooker. But most of these climbs in Whistler, they're quite steep and bumpy, which is very cool. I love single track climbs, and these climbs are so distractingly technical. It kind of, yeah, you can't feel your racing heart quite as much because you're not paying attention. Another steep climb. Just go straight up the rock. Yeah, the grip on this living rock slab is just incredible. Okay, very intrigued looking at this first slab here. It's looking like a pretty sick trail so far. Hopefully the lighting isn't too bad again. It's like I'd have to start riding down the trail at like 8:30 for the lighting to be any good this time of year. It's just not practical. So I'm bringing you guys out with me midday when I'm actually riding. No idea where the trail's going. Oh my gosh, cool. Wow. Look at that, just wandering line down this rock here. Hardly could see where the trail was going. So cool. Wow. Major slab action. Oh, cool. I love these bridges in Canada. They just really they really just have that style down, the angles down. Just that trail infrastructure is insane. Yeah, so far. I mean, if the trail just got super boring from here, that was already so spectacular. Just kind of like a Moab style of just finding lines down these rocks that just exist. Maybe clear a little bit of moss. Like a little broomed out high line here. I don't know if this trail is smoother or my elbow is feeling better today, but for whatever reason, I'll take it. Feeling decently strong. Okay, so you gotta kind of probably set up high, stoppy to get your bike to come around, or you could take that inside line. Nice and dusty though. I feel like these two lines here are a question of, do you want to start easy or end easy? So if you go high and you're able to stoppy the bike around a little bit, then your exit's nice and clean. Oh yeah, it's so dry. Once you sprinkle a little dusty dirt on this stuff, you get that nice dry dirt skidding out on the granite. Grip's not bad though. Basically was riding that all day at the bike park on Friday. I feel like this Whistler Valley just gets so hot in the sun. Man, this is really like lively, generous rock slab terrain. And a little bit of exposure here. Guess I might be speaking too soon. Definitely a bit of pedaling on the way down, which leads me to think they're kind of just ushering you around the terrain, making sure you hit all the cool slabs that the builders found. Builders. Yeah, this trail is just an absolute work of art. The rock work they're capable of here in Canada. Seems like the trails are usually super sustainable. I was so impressed how well Dark Crystal was holding up. Oh wow, cool. Wish I would have saw that banked corner coming. Wow. Yeah, this is another trail. If you're a local and you learn the lines, you could probably just rip. Check my speed nicely down that. That good grip that rock affords you. That was a pretty unsightable feature. That heat will just zap it out of me. Woo. Really cool banked rock roll there. Oh wow. Look at this, just like I have this crazy view, this whole canyon here, gorge. Man, this is like, oh, it says this is a double black, blue, right. Yeah, it looks a little rocky at the bottom, which would be fine normally, but it's gonna jangle my left arm a little bit maybe. I'm glad I checked this out. The leftmost line is for sure smoother. Oh yeah, and the left has a bit less of a hole here. Kind of babied down that a little bit, but I got some strength issues on the left side. Man, I love the amount of slabs. It's funny, it really takes slabs like this to make a trail in the Whistler Valley like smooth, because there's so much jagged granitic rock out here. Oh, back in the dirt for a second actually. This reminds me of some of the trails in Vancouver Island, how they climb back up constantly to like get you to another cool feature. Steep left hand corner. This is a really good fitness ride. I'm in fairly good shape, and with the heat, a bit of elevation, and the terrain and the grades, it's definitely an effort getting my heart rate way up. Oh, what do we got here? That took a line there. Couple kind of waterfall drops back there. Not as filled in as some of the stuff up top. Had to throw out that front end. Just keep her going. Got some nice wind pumping up this slope here. Feels very good. I'm a hot guy. Kind of hoping there's like a lake dip spot at the bottom. Powdery dirt. Just with that exposure, gets me a little nervous. Covering my ass a little bit more than I would usually. cool. That was a really nice natural slab. Just feel like it grabs you, sucks you right in. Another heli coming through the valley. Always curious what the story is behind some of those. I feel like I'd get just in insane shape if I was pedaling Whistler trails for a few months. Just like everything about them, you need more muscle and cardio for. All right, I'm gonna take the single black here. In the interest of self-preservation. Oh yeah, a little dusty on the rock. Don't have my max grip front tire that I had in the bike park. Can't just brake like a full dummy. Ew. Yeah, that part was pretty full on for a black trail. I'm guessing the double black is a real Canadian double black. Ew. Oh wow, that's a scrabbly off-camber corner. Glad I didn't come into that one too hot. It'd be really cool to see this place in the winter, or like in the rainy season, overcast with a little shimmer of water on it. Nice and dusty again, but pretty good grip. This is a really great trail to just get like the full backcountry-ish Canadian experience, or just like that beautiful, well-built Whistler granite slab action. Oh, cool. That's so cool how long you can be on these rocks for. You're just hanging out. It's honestly one of the smoother trails I could probably ride on my elbow too. You just need no brake control and waiting the bike, but it's not as like jackhammery as a lot of the other Whistler trails are. Phew. I think I'm getting a little used to the summer dust skid outs. Definitely a little bit of route finding, not bad. Oh dear, we climbing up something again? Ooh. This is a heinous climb. This is the last thing I want to see right now. But I can do it. Dang, that traction is just good. That basically felt like a wall to me. I've had enough time off of the downhill bike that this bike's starting to feel soft again. I'm stoked on gripping to this rock so well, because it is straight down. You got your speed up here, you really have to just send it fast. Nice little cliff edge down to the lake down there. Super blue teal lake. Kind of wish I could just jump in the lake and be done, but I gotta somehow get back to my car, which is probably gonna involve some pedaling. Nice loamy forest exit here. Typical broken up pieces of granite down there. Very Whistler feeling. Looks like there's a little bit more to this one. A little bit more forest riding. Might seem the last of the slabs. Feels good to be on smooth dirt for a minute. Kind of enjoyable. Well, I think that was Bring On the Weekend. That was an incredible trail. I would highly recommend that. If it's a hot day, make sure you bring water and you're prepared for it to be more of an exertion than you think.